At a quiet bend of the Cooper River, where Spanish moss drapes like lace over centuries of Charleston history, there's a place that some say looks haunted. But step a little closer and you'll find something far more beautiful than scary. We're talking about Magnolia Cemetery. It isn't only a final resting place for generations past, it's a living tapestry of art, architecture, and memory. Tonight, I take you through a walk through the winding paths of this nationally registered treasure, where the beauty of the Lowcountry meets stories of faith, family, and maybe just a little fear. If you came here looking for haunted headstones, lost souls, and ghoulish ghosts,
I have never seen a ghost. I don't believe in ghosts.
Beverly Donald says, cover your eyes.
I've never, ever seen a ghost.
In her 42 years serving this place as cemetery director, Donald says the only thing scary about Magnolia is how much she knows about it.
God, that's unbelievable. I've known it all my life.
What you will find here is a family's care and a city's history.
It's not a bad place to work.
Magnolia Cemetery feels like a secret garden, lagoon waters shimmering with monuments rising among the live oak trees that have stood guard here for centuries.
We're standing on the porch of Lieutenant Colonel William Cunnington's house, which was built in the 1790s.
It's also historic. Before it became a cemetery, this land passed from the King of England, plantation to farm, through Revolutionary skirmishes, Civil War battles, and lingering family legacies.
About 1836, they passed an ordinance that no more graves could be opened in the city limits. Well, there were about 6 businessmen, the stockholders, and they decided it would be very lucrative to build a cemetery.
Families of a forgotten era arrived by trolley, picnic baskets in hand.
The promenades and the lake and, you know, all the different amenities that they offered was for the family to be able to enjoy themselves here also.
Not so different from today, where visitors still pause and pray at carved obelisks and statuesque stones that tell stories of sons, mothers, Olympians, soldiers, and everyday darlings.
I think it's just putting yourself in their position. You know, I've had loss in my family, and I know what it feels like. So I don't have to imagine where they're at. I know what they're feeling.
At Magnolia, legacy isn't left behind. It's carried forward in family. Leading now is Beverly's niece.
Miss Beverly, the former director and now trustee, I'm her niece, and so I told her I think I'd like to put my name in the hat for this position.
For Webster, the work is as personal as it is profound, a continuation of care that keeps both memory and beauty alive here among the moss and marble.
I think it's one of the most beautiful cemeteries I've ever been in, and I believe it not only gives me comfort, I know it also comforts the families.
Tending to Magnolia means tending to every story etched in stone, in shade, and in silence. Preserving that history while honoring the dead is an ongoing effort.
You can have monuments out here that are 150 years old and newer monuments that have been put in more recently, and they all blend beautifully.
Magnolia Cemetery remains an active burial ground and a living piece of Charleston's story, a place where the past whispers loudly through the rustle of leaves and tombs time forgot, inviting visitors to reflect, remember, and simply breathe.
I like to think that people are first and foremost, but you know, even going back to that, preserving this for the families, for future generations is so important.
And while it may look haunted, there is hope at hand and a light that lingers here of love, legacy, and a family keeping watch.
I am a believer, I'm a Christian. God said if somebody tells you they've seen a ghost, they're lying, so I don't believe in ghosts.
At Magnolia Cemetery, Justin Kolar, Live 5 News. Magnolia Cemetery is open daily to the public. It is also free to visit, though they do depend on donations to keep it as nice as it is for future generations to enjoy.